Okay. Some settings here a little bit. There we go. Looking good. Light stream today. A little bit of hardcore. Farm some lab. That gets boring. We'll move on to greener pastures. Just continue through the axe is what I mean. Got some dog digging in blankets next to me. There you go. Keep forgetting to revive my mercenary. Going on with this?
Receive your sentence. You were born for this. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Okay. Whatever. My title is jacked. Just do a couple runs. This is boring.
An emperor strikes without hesitation. An emperor is only as efficient as those he commands. Command is to act.
Oh.
By the goddess, what ambition! Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant.
2 lessons are completed, dude. Because I beat you up twice. Homeboy. You hear me? I don't know why I checked that. I know that that's it. I know that that's it. Would there be any cool uniques to get from this? Good question. I mean, later on, Death's Door would be sick. or whatever it's got, right? Death's Door. That'd be cool. The other thing would be, I mean, if I just get that Karui shield, that would be cool. Just because it'll give me another totem. But other than that, I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I'm actually thinking of running Cloak of Flame if I can find one. I think it's gonna be probably one of, if not the best in slot. And if anything goes, if it all goes to plan, we'll maybe pick up a couple of them. Then we can double corrupt them, because that is the most fun thing ever when you hit those. Take a look at this stuff. I got the other Flame and Blast last time. Aha, that. Cool. Reverse. That's right.
What do you want?
Actually pretty good. That's not bad either, totem damage. Couple more. It's being adorable.
Honor your name. You are inexhaustible. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne. entity is only as efficient as those
Uh-oh, it's double speaking.
withstand the siege. You are inexhaustible. My 3 lieutenants remain. Misery loves company, I suppose.
Was I supposed to kill him? Whoops. Jeez.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those. The empire awaits you with open jaws.
Empire waits you with open jaws. What?
Are you a martyr?
Is that a threat?
Die for the empire.
Pretty cool. Don't really need upgrades here though. Damn.
What do you need now?
Couple more.
we be of help?
Oh, hurry it up. And here I thought I'd escaped you.
Never. Will never escape me. Best friends.
Justice will prevail.
Hmm.
I cannot do this yet.
Hmm. Hmm.
Some things that slumber should never be awoken.
Probably need to swap these out. I don't think they're that good. I mean, I only have 2 totems, so it's whatever. This is the epic strat.
You are inexhaustible.
How do I get that little red mage outfit, dude? Looks straight up like a red mage from Final Fantasy. Sick. Oh boy. I'm getting asked questions about what size sledgehammer to get.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without an emperor is only as efficient as his power isn't answered yet. Claim your inheritance. By the goddess, what ambition! Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant.
You want me to look at it now? Controller gaming, dude. It makes you do that. Backwards. Move.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
That's cooler now. There's all kind of, now it shows up better on my screen. As a weary traveler myself, I know how that is. Okay. Oh my God. Do you want me to go read the email now? Is it like, dear artist, we are enjoyers of your music. We would like to play your music in our Nintendo videos. Yeah, easy. I would read it, but you don't want me to read it, dude. Because I'm gonna be like,
Can afford to be promising.
how come you said they're here and not here?
The most devious trap of them.
Just kidding. I'm hypercritical of my own writing usually.
Strike with fidelity.
Uh-oh. Whoa. I'm being sent pictures of sledgehammers. And they're not a threat. They're not threatening. So I've gotten Flame Blast of whatever the other one is, like, twice now. And 0 of the one that I want. But we're gonna get it right here. Watch. See? There it is. Ah! You see this? Longer. Oh my God. A full size. She sent me a picture of a tiny hammer. It's like this. No. A full-sized.
What is it?
You haven't even seen a real product of mine where I cite the National Defense Authorization Act of 2011 and how it codifies the dual status commander framework as the usual and customary command structure for disaster response in the whole of nation stuff. I mean, I got kind of lucky with this tabula rasa. I don't even like it. Yeah, she's saying it's small. Laws are not really more true. True. This is lucky too, but it's like slowing down my totems a little too much. So we're probably gonna swap that out. I don't know what any of these do. I have a fan now.
Justice
Oh, yeah, that's way there. She died? How did... Alright. It's probably gonna be a slow stream.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Some things that slumber should never be awoken.
You have a small sledgehammer.
Such resilience. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Text to speech. You got a big project going on with the house here, so I need a new sledgehammer to fix this walkway thing. Not the walkway itself, but like the siding. There's like a edging, metal edging. I need to be able to shape that out a bit. Oh no, it's very exciting.
When the time comes to strike,
It should be though. We're getting 2 big trees tomorrow, which is awesome.
as efficient as those he commands. Such resilience. Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant. aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep. Empire awaits you with open jaws. Honor your name. Delight in your gilded dungeon, ascendant.
Here it is. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. Again. Feels bad.
What is it, exile?
Justice will prevail. Cannot do this yet. The weary traveler draws close to the ends that slumber should never be awoken. Failure is an illusion. By the goddess, what ambition! Pity the emperor who sits alone on his throne. When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death. An emperor is only as efficient as those he commands. Make your mark. You are inexhaustible. Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, he's silly. All right, this is the run, dude. This is it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna open that chest. And we're gonna mute and cough. Now we're back. Alright. Like I said, I've been like fairly lucky so far, so it's not like the end of the world. I just have to do this a couple times, not a big deal. And I could just go with the regular gem, but kinda set my mind to it, and so now I'm like, oh, one more run, dude. That's all you need. One more. Alright, one more. Okay, one more after that. Okay, and then one more. So, and I only have 2 little baby totems anyway. I should put some MTX on these guys. I think I have a couple totem MTXs. Boom, boom. Damage is not insane yet, as you can see.
Is more dangerous than the journey, Ascendant.
Take that. Here we go. Damn it.
Yes. What do you want?
Old spell skill. I need fire spell gems. Not cold. And I'm being pretty well behaved on the whole like, oh, I better pick that up because maybe I'll play cold spell next. It's obviously something I'm very guilty of. Pack rat behavior. But we're just chilling today. We'll push the maps maybe this afternoon. I really like to get this gem first though, because it does feel better. And then once I have like 4 totems and like the quick fire flame blast, it feels nice. Then we'll go into betrayal like right away, so that I can get some chances on getting the Book of Flame. Maybe some other cool uniques that I don't really need on this character. Buy some gear from the black market will be the plan.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. An emperor enters
Get a cool mercenary. Got plenty of things to do. Get rid of this white t-shirt. Get hit in the face. That backspin sword wave.
Don't give up yet.
Hell, man. Get out of here.
Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant.
Go, go, go. Yeah, dude.
Come on
This is
now.
only my fourth
Don't go
run.
all day.
Or fifth. Don't go all day. Exile. I spec'd into Fusion on the GSF, and I haven't run a single logbook. Probably should do that. Yeah, I think we got the wrong flame blast again. This is the wrong way. Yeah. We can do that. What level is your character? Are you in maps yet? Oh yeah, okay, almost. I know you're kind of taking it slow. Not as slow as this dude, though. It could be maps today, easy.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those. The empire awaits you with open jaws. Show me your results.
And then what level do you switch to Phantasm? So staff, like 60 something? 65? Or 68? Is it 67?
Of tyranny is inescapable.
I could have it. Whoa! Mage blood right here. That's good luck. That means I'm gonna get the gem. Here it is. I told you. More summon reapers. Cool. Oh, yeah, okay. I think you're right. I would check, like I said, but I don't have it on this server. Server? Realm? World?
That's what you get for playing in the wrong realm.
I know. In the solo self-found hardcore realm.
See how it is. I join GSF and you're like, oh, now this place is uncool. Place is going to hell.
Well,
There
I
goes the
mean, like,
neighborhood.
here's the deal: is I like fully geared up a strength stacking character, which means I don't know if there's much more for me to do in that environment. I should have league started explosive arrow trap mines. The sparking trap wasn't great. I mean, I did the flame blast lady first, but she was so like paper thin for some reason.
God, there's no WASD. What am I doing? Quit.
Didn't somebody make a little mod for that or something?
I don't know.
Finish this. Inexhaustible.
6 chaos and rich.
Emperor who sits above
Oh, I'm only 55. Okay, I'm not as well as I thought.
Hasn't even been an hour, Nightbot. You're not my real dad. Are you my dad,
I haven't even
Arnie?
bothered reviving. I haven't
Your
even
minion?
bothered reviving my work. It's,
Yeah, once you get like a level 75 one, it'll stick around for a while, but when you get like an 83 merc,
yeah.
that's when they're like super awesome.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I can't wear that. Oh, I'm like, well, then die. I don't know. Stay dead. It's the haste a little bit, but it's what it is. Actually, it was grace. An instilling orb. Fantastic. Wish I was playing a game that didn't need those.
Misery loves company, I suppose.
Oh, lightning tendrils is so good though.
What? Lightning Tendril?
Mm-hmm. Everything shatters. Shocked.
I had to
I
get
forget to
these.
use my Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember to do that, dude. I had to get these big, huge mats at the Home Depot today. Because they're gonna come and drive a little mini skid steer over my little walkway, and it's definitely gonna kill it. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna ruin this." It's like, what about if you try not to? Could you? Is that an option? So I was gonna build a little bridge, but I saw these mats that are like an inch thick. So they can bring some trees for us. Can have some trees in the backyard.
Something for the dogs to pee on.
They better not. They're too busy peeing on like the concrete patio when it's like drizzling.
Must keep, the Empire awaits you with open jaws.
But this should be the run, right?
It always is.
There we go. Whoa! Let's keep that. Like this, that. Hey, look at these gloves. There it is. It's a lucky one. I knew it. All right, man. 2 more, and then I'm moving on. Even I can't hang doing this for this long. It's gonna be like the whole stream.
What do you need now?
Even I, like, you have, like, tolerance for bullshit. Even I, with my high tolerance for bullshit,
Yeah.
cannot.
I cannot stand this any longer. Those are all kind of good. What is this? Oh, 75 life.
Sinners.
We'll take it.
What is it, exile?
It's
Okay,
your
2 more.
lucky day, exile.
Whoa! Robin's here.
Hey. Hello, ma'am.
We just excited everybody in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, log into hardcore. Oh, D&D. were you rolling fortitude saves with your 1d6 on your paladin to see if you'd block magic missiles? Hardcore is
Checks
based.
out. That all sounds.
Yeah, did you do a will? What did you get for your will save when faced with a rust monster on the percentage of corrosion he or they inflicted on your bastard sword? I don't know. Oh, so you were like, you enter a cabin. In the back corner, you see a drow. They shift their eyes towards you, looking at you menacingly. Lady Robin, I presume.
Lured me.
He says, yes, 'tis I. Driz, I presume. That's me. That kind of thing, right?
Look at you making lab jail entertaining here.
Welcome to me
True
tavern.
Yeah.
Have a seat by the fire and I'll have a pour you a pint. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about.
When the time comes to strike,
You have your paladin is lawful good because it's an asshole player, and you're like, dude, we can't do this campaign if you're lawful good because we have to interact with dark elves or drow or whatever the fuck they call it now in 7th edition or whatever. And they're like, I just want to stick to my character, okay? It's a paladin of Bahamut, okay?
I can interact with my boot.
I cross class to Dark Knight, and you're like, you can't do that, Steven. You said I could play whatever I wanted. Well, let's stay in theme, man. We're gonna be like, morally gray, and that way it makes the thing more interesting. I don't know. It says I'm in 314. Maybe it's different for hardcore.
It, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, people have been probably like trying to ask me questions. Huh. Sorry. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be asked for gear. Just kidding.
What are you trying to say?
Got a brutal restraint I can have. I'm just chilling. I'll be back to GSF. I usually play like 5 leagues at once, don't I?
Yeah. Little bit of a problem there.
Yes, I do have a mage build you can have on standard. I bought it and then quit. That's not true. I never quit. I bought it and then switched to hardcore SSF. You gotta play SSF hardcore because you have to get ready for the gauntlet that we should all play. Gauntlet is like the most fun ever. Yeah, so do I. I hate trade. I hate like most things about trade. It's like, I think IFB said it like, we were like, you should try SSF, dude. And then he like played SSF and he was like, this is so much better because I'm not like just blasting Rescue Sailor Boys. Uh-oh. They shouldn't have been drinking at that bar, so did that pirate anchor dropper. Sounds like a derogatory term. What are you, one of them anchor droppers? You filthy fucking anchor dropper. But he was like, just blasting whatever was like the most, monetarily beneficial thing, which sucks because he was probably doing like, I don't know, Blade or what did he used to do? Wasn't there
back
something
in the day he would do EXP races.
Oh yeah, he would do like good.
He'd do breach rotas. But he also needed to get the money to buy his ticket to the breach rotas, so
This is the fourth one I've got.
part of that was like leveling gems, but yeah. It's like, I think like he said, you play trade and you get an item drop, it just drops and it's like looking at like, you know, a $10 bill or something. It's like hard to get excited when it's just like everything is reduced to money.
What do you want?
And additionally, everyone's kind of a
Sucks.
capitalist jerk on trade, you know.
Yeah, when you drop a focus amulet and then they're like TFT Mafia like bullies you. That was cool.
I play
That's super.
trade because I don't have enough time to do like more than 1 or 2 characters or to grind out. And
So just
I
play one
want-
character on SSF.
yeah,
Hardcore.
if I want like a
Ruthless.
build enabling thing, like okay, I need a 30% chance corruption on do not consume corpses, that kind of thing. It's like that will take you like months if you ever get it solo. But you can go
Yeah.
on trade and buy one for like cheap.
Yeah, which is like totally defeats the purpose of building your
No,
stuff.
because it's like you're making something that
So why don't you
so
play
niche.
something realistic that isn't like
oh, I'll just go play Lightning Spear.
you
know,
show
go
me
play,
you show I mean you
T-Shot
could
Deadeye.
you could do that. Well, you couldn't play
That's-
T-Shot
that's
Deadeye
boring, though.
because you have to have a million monies to play that. Don't you? Don't you have to have like a Fizz spine bow with like quadruple proj?
I mean, if you're playing in, I was saying that I could just play some meta crap in solo self-found,
You mean lightning arrow Deadeye?
whatever Deadeye is gross,
Tornado shot
grossest.
takes investment. Lightning arrow is the league starter. Although I'm sure somebody will tell you that you can league
I
start
said I can
tornado
only
shot.
do one. I said I can only do one build. It's gonna have to be.
So then you
both. It's
play
gonna have to transition.
Righteous Fire, and then transition to cast one stun chieftain. Isn't that like what the dad meta is?
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes.
You need to find that jewel or whatever. I don't want to like grind for the jewel. It's boring.
Immutable force or something?
Or I think you need 2, and the roll needs to be good. So
Oh my god, dude.
that's lame.
I got like 4 unnatural instincts this league. Wait. I mean 1. I don't think I've ever dropped that before. Maybe once. No good Watcher's Eyes. Yeah, that is that is exactly what divines are for. 1,000,000,000%. I'll drop like what is it? The Brother's Gift or whatever, stack of like 7 divines, and they're gone immediately.
Yeah, solo self-found. There's like no reason not to.
Yeah, I forget how I bought the Mage Blood. What was I doing? I might have dropped like a Hinakora's on Ancestral League. Ancestors? Trial of the Ancestors? What is it called?
I dropped one and I gave it to IFV and he wasted it. That's so terrible boot thing. I was like, oh, okay, I wouldn't have done that, but I gave it to you, bud. It's just content. It's whatever.
I got it, and it's when they were like getting close to the end of the league, and they were like, they went insane on trade because everybody thinking, you know, they're gonna go to standard, and we're not gonna have them anymore. I sold it for like a couple hundred divines, which is so dumb. And I was like, nah, I have a Mage Blood, and then I made a lightning trap raider. That's when this was. And they killed Raider.
Good old Raider.
I like Raider better than Warden. You dropped a mirror? The I haven't even dropped a shard. I've dropped the 7 years bad luck. Is that the shard card?
The shard card? Yeah, that sounds right.
Shard card?
Checks out.
Card shark?
Game Shark.
This
I've
is
never seen
surely
a
the
mirror
run.
drop, but again, I barely play, so.
Even when we were doing the insane, remember that What league was that? With the like we would drop 900 uniques per level.
Oh, was that the one where I was like
Affliction?
the bot?
Yeah, and I was like
I think
a magic find,
whatever was before the
poison,
last one. Yeah.
caustic
And
arrow.
we just like got so sick of uniques.
That was insane. Mark was not happy about that. You won the lottery. Don't tell any of your friends or family. that's what you do.
There will be signs. I won't tell anyone that I won, but there will be signs.
How'd you afford this Ferrari? What Ferrari? Actually, you probably buy a German car, huh? Okay, one more. I should have played Peaconk or Bouncing or something faster than this. I should have played Righteous Fire.
Yeah, there you go. Walk around. We're doing enough of that on PoE 2 right now. We don't need that.
Yeah, but at least you can dodge roll. Or not dodge roll and get hit in the face. Perfect Golemmancer.
The weary traveler draws close to the ends that slumber should never be woken.
Yeah.
That's kind of why my goals are not like, oh, I'm gonna be able to easily do a T17 or whatever. I don't know what your goal would be, but it's not like performance based. It's I'm gonna come up with a build that no one has ever done before. That's like my measuring stick or whatever. That's what I play for. So like there kind of is no ceiling for that. I could even have a mage blood and it wouldn't be like I'm done, because it's like, okay, what can I do with this that no one's ever done before, right?
That's why you have to measure your game efficiency in milliliters of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. What is this? What do you have, like no block? Monsters have maximum frenzy charges, and the Shaper chases you around.
Oh yeah, good old Shaper slams and
When the time comes to strike, an emperor
not a huge fan of
hesitation. An emperor is only hesitation.
T17 implementation personally, but
Well, the new maps are T16.5, so they're like T16s, except for they have all those mods. I mean, they can be lower than T16s, but they have all those same mods.
like
Like you cannot block, or you have one less totem or one less trap, which I ran on
You are inexhaustible.
on the Ascendant character, and I was using, like I will on this guy, a trap to proc Wave of Conviction, and I was like, what's wrong with my game? I can't throw traps. What the hell? Game's bugged. And then I beat the map, and at the end I was like, what the hell, man? And I like hit the button, and it was like, you cannot throw, or like skills that throw traps, throw one less trap. I was like, oh. I'm an idiot.
I don't mind that kind of thing, but it should just be stuck in Valdo puzzle boxes or something, not like a core part
Fucking
of the
puzzle
game.
boxes suck, dude.
I know. I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like,
I agree with you.
that's- Yeah, like you don't have to do them though. Like I don't like them, but I like that they're in the game, and you could be like, okay, I'm gonna make a character that's immune to everything. You know, all of the, cover all the possible bases. And
Yeah.
I see that there could be fun there, but I haven't been called to do that. But I don't like it when it's like, well, can't run this T17. Oh, can't run this one. No, can't run.
Yeah. Robin's map has 61% attack block, 122% AoE, +1 frenzy, and frenzy charges on hit, 61% reduced flash charges, and 43% more damage. Sweet. That sounds awesome.
That'll be fun. Should have played a dot build.
Should have played Righteous Fire. How come you don't play Righteous
yeah.
Fire every league?
Because she's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Righteous Fire is cool, guys. We like it. You can hang out. Nice. Well said.
Yeah. Who's in here? Okay. Forgot we're on a public call.
We're just kidding, dude. Righteous Fire is awesome and based. That's king activity. Whatever that lady says.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever seen a league mechanic that really just spits out this many uniques. These guys are just like...
I've never gotten so many low-level or mid-tier uniques in any league ever.
Yeah.
But didn't they change, like, the rarity in some way? They changed something. I don't know, whatever, or it's placebo. And nothing is different. But I have, like, I found, like, 6 pair of the Rim Sorrows. I found the ring that goes with the Rim Sorrows for the Sanguinate Mine build. Like, all kinds of cool stuff early on. I tried very hard not to, like, re-roll instantly because I found stuff. Okay, here we go. This is it. Uh-oh. What is it? Might have to let the dog escape.
Well, what if we want you to pick them up?
Yeah, you're allowed to swear in here, I think, dude. And by I think, I mean you are. Alright, I guess I'll continue on. Whoa, the roll on this is pretty sweet. Oh. It's a good soundtrack in there, too.
Hello.
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 Murloc sound. Don't be alarmed. Or be
Heard it.
alarmed if you have WoW PTSD.
I never played WoW.
Really?
Yeah, because I wanted to survive.
Actually, you shouldn't. Don't play WoW.
No, never. I was already cracked out on Final Fantasy XI enough.
Oh yeah, true. You did tell me that. And yeah, as I was saying, I like having brain cells, so I don't play Righteous Fire much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't say that on stream. We might have a viewer that you're gonna lose us a follower.
No, it's okay.
Our
If you-
guests'
if you
opinions
like
are
playing
not that of our own.
See, no. See, I don't mind other people playing Righteous Fire. It's just for me, if I play Righteous Fire, my brain just turns off and stops existing. Like, I will just stand in a Shaper Slam and not think, and that's not good for me.
It builds complacency, and then you play it on a regular build, or you play a regular build and you like get Shaper one shot. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's like I said, it makes me feel like I'm not playing the game. I'm just standing there watching like an idle game, you know? And that's not a bad thing. Like if you like that, I like playing idle games. I have an idle game on my second monitor right now that I'm just like looking at sometimes because it's fun to just see like number go up, right? That's why we play PoE. But if I play Righteous Fire, my brain just stops working. And that's really bad because I will stand in the Azuri, like double flame blast. I will stand in the Shaper Slam. I will not move out of the Shaper Beam. I will not do the Maven memory game properly because I will just pretend like my brain
yeah.
has stopped working. Like it just shuts down. I think it's a form of self-protection because otherwise I would just get so bored playing Righteous Fire. Like if I tried to play Righteous Fire with my brain active.
I'll say Flicker Strike is kind of like that. There was a while there that I would just be like dazed, just like all over the screen. Like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting the button. But explosions, so you know, satisfying.
Yeah, it's different because you're moving across the screen, right? Like it was Righteous Fire. I played Righteous Fire during Calandra League, right? And they had at the start of the
God.
league, they had these really overtuned boss tiles, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but they're like level 12 onwards boss tiles. They had like 5 times uber health. Like they took so long to kill.
Yeah.
It was impossible to kill anything. So I would just stand in the middle of the tile as my Righteous Fire build, and I would just walk away. I would just go make a cup of tea or something, and I would check back in like 10 minutes later, and I would see if the tile had cleared or if I died.
Did you play that
don't
whole
know who
league?
came up with that. I played that whole league, yeah.
Yeah, so did I. I
didn't
actually had
finish it.
fun.
It was one of my... Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Calandra. I really liked the tiles too, and for me the rarity stuff wasn't like a big deal, like everything has become rarer, especially in party play, because I didn't play economy. I didn't play in party play. Like, I did play in trade league, but I didn't actually like engage with the trade side of it. I just played my game for the most part. And I wanted to try the Righteous Fire Chieftain because it was like getting to be like the big thing that everyone was talking. Sorry, it wasn't even Chieftain. It was Jug, I think. Righteous Fire Juggernaut.
Yeah.
It was what people were doing at the time, and I was just like, that sounds cool. I want to try that, and it was not cool.
No, I think I played SSD Raider that league, which was great, honestly.
Oh man, Rip Raider.
Yeah, no kidding. My girl, my home girl. I miss you.
Don't forget what they took from us.
Yeah. Like, but Warden, am I right? It's like, nope.
No,
What they
you're
should have
not
just
right.
added some of the Warden stuff to the Raider. Like,
Where it's my onslaught and 40% spell suppression.
yeah, and phasing, perma-phrasing.
I want perma-phasing, onslaught, spell suppression. I want to have 3 extra flask slots.
And I don't even care about.
Give me extra flask slots.
You could have taken all the frenzy charge stuff away. I don't, you know what I mean? And then added like the Hoarfrost and Scorch and whatever. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
The bark though is not like a good.
Would you rather have bark or tons of suppression?
Right.
Just
Or
give your
permanent
own
onslaught. Because at least like with perma onslaught and stuff, we could play. That would translate over to casters and stuff.
The bark
And
skin also has
trap
like a
builds were-
reservation, so you have to plan around that stuff.
Yeah, which is like totally disrupts your like standard, whatever your loadout would have been.
Yeah, and I haven't actually played the Warden, so I can't even like say I've given it a fair chance. But I also just like haven't felt the urge to, because anything elemental that I'd rather play on Elementalist, or if it's
especially
something
now.
that has like a particular element, I'd rather play it on like Trickster or Chieftain, right? Or like even Inquisitor, because they're just more interesting ascendancies for elemental damage stuff, I feel.
Yeah, the Hoarfrost thing is pretty sweet, and like the Invoker skill from PoE2, whatever that's called. And I love the concept of Barkskin. Like, I use that as my like, you know, the second ascendancy in what was it, Affliction League. I used the hell out of Barkskin. I thought it was awesome.
An apologist.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, it sucks, and then what's his name came out with a video,
That's exactly
I am
how I
Exile or
sounded.
whatever. No, it wasn't you. It was people on like forums. And then I Am Exile was like, Barkskin is so good. And then everybody's like, did anybody else really like Barkskin? It's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, just don't listen to Reddit.
No,
We have to now.
Reddit.
We have to.
We're
People have to
talking
like
creators.
us on Reddit.
Yeah, we
Our
have to
creator
send people.
profile. Normally, I don't interact.
Become
Sometimes
that
I
which you
will.
swore to destroy.
Right. The only thing I like put effort into posting is when Velina does an SST build, and then I have to put in my 2 cents. Just kidding, Velina. Don't kill me.
Was it Velina's Arc Witch that I played? That was like the very first like following a build guide build, I think.
Yeah.
And I
Is it
still love
awesome?
Arc Witch. Arc Witch is just awesome. Oh no, I have ads. Oh no.
Oh.
You can. We don't mind if you ad block or whatever.
I don't
can't-
think I can
we can't-
adblock on Twitch.
We can't
Oh.
turn them off. I don't think. I'd put them as like
Oh.
low as.
Yeah, and I mean it's good for you anyway because if you don't, then you have pre-roll ads, and if you have pre-roll ads, that means that no one's clicking on the stream because they will see an ad that's 30 seconds, and they'll just go watch something else.
Wait a minute. Is that why when like I'll click on? Because like during League launch or pre-launch, I will like look at a few people's streams here and there, and every time I go in, it's like before they even play the stream, it plays the ad. I'm like, what?
Yeah, if they don't run a certain amount of ads, they will have pre-roll ads. And if they don't have
Ah.
pre-roll ads, then that means that they're running enough other ads, basically, I think. I don't know, I don't stream, obviously.
Right.
So
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt, but that's what I've heard from people. No, I've streamed a little bit. I think I've streamed my Hollow Knight playthrough back in like 2019 or some shit.
Yeah.
But I have not played like on stream in forever. Because I'm just not feeling it.
I hear you.
I have anxiety.
Me too. But not about
Oh.
streaming as much, luckily. About other life things.
This is the first time a Merc has killed me in like 3x.
Well, they nerfed them.
You just don't mess with the shield guys. Like you just don't mess with the shield guys. Is that the meta?
Yeah. You could use a
the
decoy
shield slam
totem.
guys are still.
Use
yeah.
a decoy
The
totem.
shield slam guy is just disgusting.
Yeah,
Even
I was
after
like
the nerf.
max endurance charges and fortify and like, tanky, and they still one shot you.
I
I've
can
died.
take a shaper slam. Can't tank a shield charge merch. It's just like
It's terrible.
I died at like level 1 against the first Merc I ever saw. And the only 2 other times I've died to Mercs were both shield guys that just shield crushed the crap out of me immediately or whatever.
before the nerf, the absolution guy would just like off screen you.
Yeah,
Like
the
instant
kineticist too, with that like
Oh,
clustering.
the kineticist still one shot me recently.
That's it looks
to the
sweet,
nerf.
but it sucks to be hit in the face with.
Oh yeah, it's rough. But that's one of the. I don't know if we have that as a skill. I don't play like one builds really.
Isn't it kinetic
we even
blast
have
of
that?
clustering? Is that
Yeah,
what that
I don't know
is?
if that's a skill that we can have.
I think that is a skill. But I don't know if it's like exactly the same as what, because they have like a tweaked version of
It
it.
has a cooldown. Yeah, it has a cooldown.
Yeah.
There. Oh, double Ulnatol in my Ulnatol breach.
Nice.
Why can't that ever happen in my Chayula breaches?
At the end of a Chayula
Swear,
breach, you
every
get like
time.
one.
Oh, another doubled Ulnatol, but I'm not killing these anymore. Yeah, breach is over. 40 Ulnatol splinters.
40? Which, what
40.
sucks is like, now do a deli map and you get like, what? Like 130 simulacrum splinters. It's insane. You can do like 2 maps and have a simulacrum now. I don't know if that's how it's always been. I don't think so.
I think it depends if you take the simulacrum splinter increases on the tree.
Yeah,
But at least
I
with
do,
Delirium,
yeah.
I feel like I'm still getting rewards if I don't have anything in the tree. Like if I see a Deli Mirror, I still at least get a Cluster Jewel most of the time.
Yeah.
Right? But with Breach, when I don't spec into Breach, I just don't even get Breach Splinters. Like I'll do
Yeah.
an entire Breach and I'll get like,
1.
I don't know, like 1 maybe or 2.
Yeah. 100%.
And if I'm spec'd into it with Scarabs, like I am right now, like I did this map, I got 33 Chayulas. I got an entire Zoff, entire Ulnatol Breachstone and 44 Splinters. I got 30 Zoffs and 65 tools. Like,
Yeah.
it's the difference between investment and non-investment is way too big for Breach, and I hate it.
Well, even like look at Breach versus Legion. Like you can do 2 or 3 maps and have an emblem, right?
Yeah. And even if you don't, you at least get something else from the Legion, like the
Yeah, like a
incubators
6-link incubator. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what they're doing with Breach.
You can get a
just
portal
so
card.
weird.
Couple portal cards. Cool. Thanks, guys. Remember, you could get the body armor card, I thought, for a while. What was it called? The Breach card for the 6-link, what is it called? Flesh? Something?
Lords?
Lords. What is it? Skin of the Lords?
Skin of the Lords?
Yeah. Can you get
Loyal Skin of
a
Lords.
card with that, right? There's a card for it, for a random one.
I don't think I've gotten one.
I think so.
I feel like
What's it
I got one
called?
from Breach a while back, and I was like, whoa, you can get these? And then I never got one again.
Skin of... Nope, I definitely don't have one.
That's like the...
I did get 2 United in... or Divided in Sleep, I think.
Yeah. Severed in
Chosen
Sleep,
is the card.
United in Dreams.
Yeah, Severed in Sleep and United in Dreams. I don't have one... I don't have a Blessing yet. It's the
There's a
best way
double
to
corrupt
craft
card,
on-
right?
I think
Right.
so, but that's super rare.
Gravicious.
What's the best way to craft memory strand gear? Because right now what
I
I do
have
is
no
I generally
idea.
just alk it. I just alk it and hope it rolls something decent.
That's basically what I do. And then, like, I did something else. I can't remember what I did, but it, like, got rid of all the memory strands. And I was like, okay, I don't have time to learn this. And I've ignored it since League start. Because that's
got
the kind of
rerolls
person I
I
am.
just
do.
alked this, and it's fine, but obviously there's more that you
Oh,
could
that's
do
pretty
with
good,
it.
yeah. Do you have to slam it? I'm like, there's not enough exalts.
That too. Like, if I have yeah, this one doesn't have any potential left, right? But if it had potential left, I would want to slam it, obviously. But yeah, I don't have enough exalts as well.
I saw somebody posted like a way to, if you have those memory strand things that you slam it and it like uses all the strands to give you like super high rolls on the already existing rolls, like it upgrades the rolls. Like that's pretty neat, but I only have one of those things or maybe 2.
I have to do a Theater of Lies. Which one is this?
Yeah, that's the boss, isn't it? Or the second one before the boss?
I think that's the one before the boss, but I don't remember what the boss is.
I think it's Innocence.
This is the Deceitful God, right?
I will say that map is awesome looking. Both of those are
Oh yeah,
however many.
for sure.
When you come down to the stage and stuff, like it looks fucking sweet. I was like, hey, new stuff. What was this?
Do I want to be cursed with Enfeeble?
Mm,
It's 15% less damage.
I mean, can you just power through it?
Probably.
Do it. Easy.
What's the challenge? There's like a challenge for killing innocents without the
I don't know, because I got it by accident, I think. Or the other one I got by accident. Like, don't get hit by a slam
Yeah, I got a
or
few.
something.
It's
Like, I did it! What did I do? How do you get
here.
this
Remembrance
MTX?
Crest. So I have Incarnation of Dread without Encircling Fire Nova, and Cardinal of Fear without Charged Net. Deceitful God is without being affected by Divine Beam. Oh dear. Is that the big laser? That has to be the big laser, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be difficult, because that's hard to see.
The caster mercenaries with their like little mage outfits look incredible. their little like
They're doing something for you.
red mage hats. You know what I'm saying? They look like straight up
Just
Final Fantasy characters. They have little shawls, little shoulder capes, and their little pointy hats. They're like, try me, will ya?
Oh,
Give me
you
your
mean
best
the
shot.
flame hands?
Yeah, yeah. Like she looks great.
Yeah.
And the
They look
storm
cool.
hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Storm.
In general, the merc designs are really fun.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a big fan of the Bastion merc because it doesn't look like tanky enough, I guess.
He just looks like a fighter
don't
with
know.
a shield.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a what I would associate with the word Bastion.
Like a Giga Tank Aegis
calling
wearer.
him scrawny.
Aegis?
I think you can say both.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
the-
acceptable?
That's like
I
the
wanna say the-
legendary. Is that in Final Fantasy
Aegis?
12? 14? Aegis is what I.
Aegis. I think you can say both. I don't know. I feel like the Greek word would probably be Aegis.
That was
because
close
it's
to
like-
what I was.
The
Yeah.
Aegean Sea, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, we got a
I don't
scholar
speak
in
Greek.
here. Historian.
No, I speak Latin. Sorry, I had to learn Latin in
okay.
school. Degree of suspicion. Upgrade nearby normal to rare or magic. Okay. Let's go. Theater of Lies. Also, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. It's partly because I'm anxious.
That's the point of being in chat, is to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I talk
Damn.
a lot. We both
You
talk
got
a
me
lot.
there.
Even Aqua was like, "How come that guy talks so much?"
Yeah, she's like, shut the hell up.
He was like, "That's what he
Dude.
does, dude."
Shut up, dude.
Up, dude.
Dude, far out, dude.
Pretty good. Pretty good accent. I knew a girl from Scotland, a woman now. I knew her when she was a young lady, who could do a Valley girl accent, which was like
Oh
one
my
of the
gosh.
funniest thing ever. Because she would have,
Oh my
Scottish into
God.
yeah,
Don't tell me, but I heard that Brad is getting married.
Brad. He better not be.
Ed would get married. Fucking Brad.
God, what did I just do? Oh, Eldritch Minions. Okay, good. I didn't fuck up my boss. Me clicking altars in a boss mat without reading is not a good idea.
Yeah, don't do that unless you're playing Righteous Fire.
Even then,
Oh.
I don't think I should do that. I could have something funny like, reduced resistance per endurance charge? Or reduced
Oh,
recovery per
yeah.
endurance charge? That would be funny. Clicking the altar and then instantly killing yourself?
That's like,
Not that I would ever have done that before. No, I would never.
I had a guy ask, well, I did Lightning Strike Raider like when it was like the first league that people figured that out. When like Fuzzy Duxie put out his first guide. I was like, that looks cool. And somebody was like, dude, your character's super fast. Can I Aurobot for you? And I was like, oh yeah, of course. And he's like, what maps can you not do? And I was like, just reflect pretty much. And he's like, okay. And I went into the map and immediately killed myself. I was like, and he's like, oh, I rolled reflect on it. And it's like, cool, man. I'm level 99. And I just, it's like 8 hours of experience, dude. It was break time after that.
Yeah, that's a tilter.
I was very mad.
I need to pay attention to the beam. Oh, it doesn't help that I have minions and he targets the minions with the beam. Oh, that's stupid.
Oh yeah, that's always a bit of a yikes when he's like just randomly gonna hit a minion. You can dodge into it or whatever.
Wait, this lady just said, so you have chosen death. What's that from?
Oh,
Lord of the Rings.
did I do it? I did it!
Oh, you
Remembrance
have
repressed.
chosen.
Faithful God. Uh-huh.
You got it without the laser?
Yes. thought I ran into it for a second there, but I guess not. And I got a Care Blythe.
Uh-oh.
No good boots though.
It might
I guess I
be,
can try the tornado wand. No.
might be responsibility time over here.
Sorry, I'll let you focus on your hardcore character.
No, I mean, I'm gonna have to jump off. Scream. Or,
The dogs.
Yep.
You have some kind of a tractor coming that's going to tear up your house. Is that today, or is that?
It is not today, but the preparation for it is today.
Interesting.
That's what I went and got all the stuff at the store for Prime.
You might as well go and swing your mace around out there on the patio and then drop it and crack it, because it's going to get cracked anyway, so...
I'm not going to crack the patio, because I've already cracked the kitchen floor with it, mace. Like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, you could just go crazy with your mace ways.
You have an actual mace?
Yeah, I have a couple.
It's got an actual mace.
And
Like
I
a
swing it
medieval
around.
weapon mace?
I mean, it's for fitness, but yes, it is a medieval weapon still. It's
That's really
it's a
funny.
straight up two-handed mace, and then I have a smaller one. It's called an arc or a club. It's like a.
Okay, I'm gonna need to see a picture.
It's not a mace, it's a
Yeah,
club.
I can send a picture, or post a picture. I probably have a.
So cool. I just have like dumbbells.
Yeah. Those are good too. Kettlebells are cooler, and maces are like the SSF hardcore of that world.
SSF Ruthless.
It's like the Ruthless version. I don't know if it's Ruthless, but it's up there, yeah. Why don't we play Ruthless? That's what we should do.
I would rather not, because I like having
Yeah.
fast movement skills.
I like
Yeah,
having
that-
fun.
Yeah, also that.
I mean, it's like playing Path of
Honestly,
Exile too.
one of the main... I don't mind the fact that skill gems don't only drop and stuff. That's actually kind of cool, like, as an idea. I can't get over not having movement speed. It's so bad.
That's why you just
It's
play
so unfun.
Cyclone Gladiator, and then you have pops and bleed, and your movement skill is your attack.
But also the game just isn't designed around you not having movement skills anymore.
I know, it's awful.
Like,
Well, they put that
you-
super shitty movement skill in, like Swift Step
Yeah,
or
and-
whatever.
it's so bad. You just get
It's
stuck.
horrible.
It's like Path of Exile 2 on release.
I know.
The constant getting stuck during dodge roll. It's like that. I don't know why they would ever put that in the game. But actually, I do know, because they think that Ruthless is great.
Somebody there does. I wonder who like the core of like Ruthless Andes are there.
Jonathan,
Chris.
probably. Chris isn't even there anymore.
I know, but he
think
was
it's Jonathan.
definitely was.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe his new game, that new one he's working on, is just like ruthless on the ground.
Didn't he
Designed to
basically
be
say
really
a
that he
card
wanted
game.
someone who was... Didn't he basically say he wanted someone who was intimately familiar with D2 to be a director or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounded like they're doing something vintage, but
It's gonna be a card battler, dude. It's gonna be a Magic the Gathering card battler with ruthless mechanics. So you drop a new
As much
card
as I
once every
respect-
4 months.
As much as I respect everything that Jonathan and Mark and Chris have done, there are definitely times when I, working as a narrative, at least, game designer, obviously I'm not a game designer in gameplay decisions, but I do interact with a lot of people that do that as their main job, because they're part of my, little indie studio that I work with.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things I could say about design decisions that they're making that I just straight up do not agree with, and that I just think are stupid.
Yep.
Like, just straight up stupid.
Yep.
But obviously, it's still having fun, and I'm still playing the game, so they're doing something right, and they're generally doing more right than they're doing wrong. And
Yeah,
that's
they
good.
certainly are. That's like their one of their main selling points is majority of what they do is what I like, but there's so many. Like we went off yesterday about Path of Exile 2. Like what? How can you not use like Herald skills or marks with concoction skills? Like, oh, we're gonna take away the proj from bows. It's like, okay, so there's like nothing I can do to like buff this now. It's just, it is what it is. Or, you know, stuff like that. Why can't I use a slam skill with a staff? Well, I get you want to keep it like that. The crafting is non-existent basically in that game, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm a currency spammer, and slam and corrupt and pretty much everything you would want somebody to do. And I don't have fun crafting in that game. And I love crafting in this game. Even if it's just chaos spamming.
I slam shit all the time. I never have more than like 10 exalts because I'm always just slamming random shit. Because it could be good if I just slam tier 1 life here, right?
Yep. Or get any movement speed. Oh, no movement speed. Okay, well, dumpster.
Into the trash they go. Yep, that's 2 exalt wasted. Excellent. Good job, me.
Yep.
Strange that they're being stubborn about things that it's
Also,
like
they really could drop, like, they could really buff exalt drop rates. They really don't need to be as rare as divines anymore.
Yeah, especially in both games. I mean, like, I know they buffed them in PoE too, but like, they should be dropping as much as we were talking about the other day. And like, day 3 in a league, I could have upwards of like 500 chaos, and I have like 4. Like, there's a problem here. When, you know, even when I'm blasting, I'm not getting anything worthwhile. Just my
Even
reply.
the sources that give exalts give them so rarely. It feels like I'm getting, like, for example, from the shipments, I feel like I'm getting more divines than exalts, or like at least the same amount. And I'm just like, I don't need as many divines as I need exalts. It's much more common for me to exalt slam something than it is for me to try and divine something.
Yeah.
I know that they're for crafting too, but again, for the meta recipes, you use both exalts and divines. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
the bench is like a perfect example of like the stubbornness that they have to go in Path of Exile 2 to like move it towards a ruthless situation. Like they just fundamentally do not like the bench, even though the bench is like not only a solution for crafting and fixing your boots, but it's also a way to control the economy as a sink, instead of like the kind of rampant inflation we have on PoE2, because there's like really no divine sink at all. Because
and people will just hoard their stuff. Like,
yeah,
if I don't feel like my exalts, like if I don't feel like my exalts have impact, and in PoE2 I didn't feel like they did, because every time I slammed something, I slammed some complete garbage.
Yeah.
I just stop using them, and then I have no outlet for them. I just hoard exalts, and then I sit there and wonder why the hell I'm even playing.
Yeah.
And the argument is like, oh, but it's balanced around trade, and you could be using the exalts to buy stuff. Your game should not be balanced around trading. Your game should be fun on its own merit.
Yes. 100% agree.
That's what Last Epoch did so well. The Circle of Fortune.
Yeah. That is awesome. There's a lot that Last Epoch, like the Weaver stuff, is pretty badass.
Oh yeah, I love that. In general, Last Epoch, super fun. The only thing that stops me from playing Last Epoch right now is that I've done everything in the end game, so to speak. Like I've completed my build. Like, I don't know what to do now. I could farm for more 4LP pieces, but I don't want to. So I've stopped playing for the season. But the next season comes out, I'm gonna go back to Last Epoch because I'm having a ton of fun with it. And if they put more endgame stuff in there, I'm for sure gonna keep playing it because it's really fun.
I will say that it does look like a phone game to me, which maybe is a choice. You know, maybe that's like the style that they like or whatever. But
yeah.
And the skills feel slippery. They don't feel like okay, all right. So you get
the haptic
what I'm saying.
feedback. Yeah, the haptic feedback of the skills, it can be a bit off sometimes. Especially, I feel that a lot with the what's it called? Not the The primalist, is that the term for the
Yeah,
the
the
druid,
druid.
the
Yeah,
shaman, and the whatever the fuck?
yeah.
I already forgot their name. I don't play that class because it feels terrible and that
I don't
tree is
play it either.
awful. I've
Well,
tried to make a shaman like 3 times now, and every time I'm just like looking at the tree and I'm like, it's so narrow in scope
yeah,
of what it wants me to do. It just wants me to do physical, cold, and lightning,
yeah.
and nothing else. And I don't know, and it's very combo based, and it has a lot of anti-synergy with wanting to do physical hits. It's kind of trying to be this like battle mage thing, and it just doesn't really work for me. So I feel like Shaman, if it gets a rework, I would really like it, because I really like the theme of like cold and lightning spells and this kind of like storm tempest thing.
Well, I think
But the
that,
current iteration.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think they did. I mean, even though D4 bad, but if you play like Werebear and you're doing like tramp slide or whatever it's
Yes.
called, the slam sound, and like when you push the button to do the slam skill and it's like boom and it like slams across the screen, it's like, yes, I like this. This feels good.
Then my counterpoint to that, however, is that in D4, all the lightning mage skills feel terrible.
Well, I don't know. Well, I thought ball lightning became a meta thing. I don't know anything about that
But
game anymore,
like,
unfortunately.
they don't feel good
Oh
to
yeah, yeah,
play.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't
So
they
yeah,
don't give me that visual feedback of like
yeah.
crackling lance just looks stupid. It's just this like snaking lightning ball that flies around, or like lightning spear that flies around, and it just doesn't even look like it's doing any damage. It doesn't interact with anything. It doesn't bounce off of things. It just kind of floats there, and it just looks really goofy. I don't know. Not a fan.
That's one thing that PoE 2 does way better than a lot of other games is like trample is like one of the best
yes.
feeling skills
Yes.
ever. Like bum, bum,
In
boom,
general, PoE
boom.
2 looks incredible.
It looks so good.
I
Yeah.
wish
Yeah.
wish PoE 1 looked like PoE 2. But
It's hard
they've
coming back.
abandoned that
I know,
path,
it's so
and we're
hard.
not getting PoE 1 as PoE 2. So I'm just gonna live with what PoE is right now.
Yep. It's gonna be. I mean, they are a good studio, so I feel as though it's only gonna get better. I mean, they'll
it's
make
already way better
mistakes.
than it was.
When we started, 2 months ago, it's better than it was, right?
Well, yeah, but the like 0.2 patch was worse than the game had like ever been. But then now that they did
Yeah.
like the obvious rollbacks and fixes they needed to, and now it's better than it's ever been, right? So
Look at that.
again, talking about stubbornness.
Yeah, they
You go fight. Is this the snake? The weird splitty snake?
I don't know if it's the dragon thing, right?
I think it's the like crawly centipede thing that splits in half.
And then you have to get the flowers, right? The roses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the like weird centipede dragon thing. It reminds me of the gaping dragon from Dark Souls.
Mm.
I have not played that, but I've seen the
Gross.
picture of that boss.
Speaking of traumatizing,
Speaking of overrated, Elden Ring.
Yes. Yes.
ooh,
Oh,
I-
I thought you were gonna say Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Sekiro, all of those highly overrated. However, I talked a bunch of smack about it because my buddy was like, Elden Ring's gonna be the best game in the universe, and I was like, dude, I'm so sick of hearing about Elden Ring, dude. I was like, I'm gonna get it. So I got it and I beat it, and just so that I could talk shit after. And I still think it was overrated, but I had a really good time with it. And we used to do like go ahead.
Oh, so when I played Elden Ring, the first like third of the game was incredible. Blew my mind.
Yeah.
The second third of the game was really good, and I had a great time. And then the third third of the game, I started hating it. I got so tired of it. They reused bosses way too much. They
Oh, yeah.
reused environments way too much. The environment stopped feeling like packed with interesting things and just kind of felt like chores to navigate. And it just kind of became this very slow slog towards the end where it clearly became obvious they just ran out of time. And
Yeah.
it really became like this taking away from the greatness of the game the longer I played it, and it felt really sad.
So what my buddy there that I was talking smack about the game to, one thing I stand behind is this. People are like, what a great story and lore. I had no fucking clue what was going on ever playing that game. And I know what's going on in this game. So I can pay attention to stuff. But they're like, oh, you got to read all the shit everywhere, dude. I'm like, oh. Anyway, but in order to like keep the game super fun, he made like a random generator, and we would both randomly, we'd roll characters that would be like, okay, you're gonna play bandit using like a faith weapon, and you got to spec into dex. So it could totally like screw you, or you'd get like, you know, a bleed weapon, and you can spec into bleed, whatever that was called in that game, and then we would race to beat whoever that first boss is.
The Tree Sentinel?
Not the Tree Sentinel. The
Budrick
first like real boss. Yes,
Margaret?
yeah, Godric. Yeah. So you'd have to beat Margaret and then Godric. And you could do whatever you wanted. It was whoever, we would start playing at the same time and race to get to kill the boss. And sometimes you'd get screwed. Other times you'd get like samurai decks. It was like, okay. And that was back when like bleed was broken. You could just like one shot everything. It was great. Or you'd go farm one of like the, what was it? You'd get like a strength character and then dex, and then you'd get the morning star, which causes bleed. And so yeah, it was fun because you'd have to like be strategic about it. You'll kill the dragon and level up 30 times, which was kind of cheesy.
Seen the Elden Ring randomizers gameplays on YouTube and stuff, and it seems like a really good game to just randomize.
Yeah, it definitely made it way more fun. So I definitely had a hard time. Go ahead.
I did follow the story, but I did find it quite contrived at times. Now, obviously, I don't know, maybe that's just me as a, you know, like I said, narrative game design. I do like that. It's difficult for me to sometimes judge other people's work like that, because obviously people have different ways of telling their stories.
Yeah, sure, of course.
And it's just not really my method. The completely hidden game design of just have everyone read the game, like item descriptions, but I did really enjoy doing that in the actual game. So it's not something I would do for a game that I would make, but it is something that I would do for, I really enjoyed as a player, actually. There is obviously some merit to the kind of like contradicting and incomplete narrative devices that you can use. And I think that's part of what makes it so mysterious. And I remember reading somewhere that for Dark Souls and generally that kind of game style, Miyazaki was inspired by kind of like medieval European tales and stuff, which are often quite incomplete in their narrative completeness, because obviously they're just not held. They haven't held up. They haven't been, you know, preserved. So that kind of is. In a way, it's part of the intent, is that kind of narrative vagueness.
Can see that.
Makes sense.
I got an orb of unraveling.
Playing like, did you play Neo or Neo 2?
I did not play Neo, no.
Oh, you got the amulet. I got that, and somebody asked for it. And me. Oh yeah, never mind. Anyway, anyway,
the subtle shit talking. It's great.
Neo, back to that positivity. That doesn't have a crazy story, but it's an enjoyable one. The funny thing is when that game came out, people were like, "Oh my god, the main character is a white dude. This is an abomination. Why isn't he Japanese?" And they're like, "Well, he's based on a Scottish Irish dude." And they're like, "Oh, like this was a real guy." in the real world. But their storytelling, you know, is like little clips here and there. And then there was all kinds of like little subtle hints all around that was entertaining. But I went into Elden Ring with like a bad attitude. I was like, I hate this. This game is going to suck. And then I started Bandit, where you're like just supposed to parry everything. And I didn't know that. And so I had a really bad time.
No.
And then I played Prisoner, right? Is that the dude with the Griffith mask almost? And then he,
Yeah.
he's like a spellblade. So that was cool. Like a little fighter mage. With a rapier. Old homeboy that hooks you up with his sword. The dude that gets the Black Plague. What the hell is that dude's name? Like Rodigan.
Fucking Roger.
Yeah.
Roger?
Yeah.
Roger.
Roger.
His name's Roger.
Okay, Roger. Raj. Not Raj. Raj, yeah. That dude was cool. He's a G.
Raj.
Raj.
Oh
Let me
god,
get to
I want an ancient orb into an Aegis Aurora or Emperor's Vigilance. I have 8 ancient orbs. You think that's gonna work?
I gotta be careful because if I get an Aegis, I have to reroll. But yes, I think you can chance it. That before. Or you chance or
No, not
ancient? Yeah, ancient. Yeah.
I have 8. I think I need to find one of the 2x4, right? Because it doesn't
Yeah.
change the size.
So like that stupid big green shield. Or the Chernobyls.
On's Heritage? Sure, that will work. Alright, Ancient Orb 1, we have a Chernobog's Pillar. Ancient Orb 2, Lionized Remorse. Chernobog's Pillar. On's Heritage. Troll Timber Spire. I'm gonna keep that and get a different base.
What is it?
Get a Lionized. The Troll Timber Spire. It's the totem one.
Oh yeah, the blood magic totem one. That's what I want on this guy.
No, that one.
Oh yeah, isn't there another one? It's like a Karui shield.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Yo, I would take this one too.
Yeah, it's the one that IFB was farming for a while in one of the videos. Alright, Ancient Orb. We have another On's Heritage, another Chernobog's, and a Titusius Span.
What is that?
It's the door.
Oh yeah.
The door.
A door?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally a door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks exactly like it's art. Yeah.
It's just a door.
Man. Baby wants the Prism Guardian. I haven't even seen one of those yet, dude. All right, I gotta go. I gotta do some dog stuff.
All
take
right.
care of some house stuff.
Bye.
Thanks for jumping
Also,
in.
if I get
You're
a
more than
Prism
welcome anytime.
Guardian, I'm taking it.
Oh, you're yeah, none in the league. Dang. All right, we'll stream probably a little bit tomorrow because I'm off again, and then we're back to normal work hours. We'll try to get some here and there at night. But thanks for everybody coming in and hanging out. Thank you. I love you.
Bye bye.
Good night.